Side here. Llorente.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So that was it, the first period of extra time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. The team's then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
El dorsal 8.
This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Gavi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bojan Krkić was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Koundé. Oh, they could be caught out here. Koundé. And Fermin, and that has left him in a heap. Fermin has got himself a free kick. Fermin looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Pinches it off him. And he plays one through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Koundé has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
That should get the job done. And back to the goalkeeper. Keogh close now to seeing this one through to the end. Mikel Oyarzabal is always looking to break lines.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's decided to go for it. Albert Ferrer. And that's it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Keogh can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. So Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand...
Oh, it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Zanetti. And he's gone searching cross-field. Now that's well seen too. And here's the chance to counter. Neymar. Zanetti has it in a wide position. Tries a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Schlotterbeck. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now that looks a decent ball. Lopez. A corner it is then. And we have our very first corner. Totti plays it short. Stood up well to him there. And now a sudden chance to counter.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he cuts out the supply. Tonali. Fermin. It's a good run down the right. No goals as yet. Now Timber chooses to go cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Zanetti defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Great vision. That ball looks a good one. And it's Cucurella. Corner it is. Neymar goes short. And here's Neymar. He's having a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Vinicius Junior. And he's forced to go back. Schlotterbeck is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Rijkaard. He shifted it to the flank. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Totti. He is just caressing the ball. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's heaved it away. And it's Rijkaard. Played out wide. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. A decent chance! Akanji. Cucurella. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Akanji. Van Bommel. And it's Zanetti. Knocks it into space.
That's good play from him.
He's got away. Zanetti stands tall and stands strong. Fermin.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And Zanetti. And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. That gets us going once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. No, that's been intercepted. Akanji is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Fermin. Fermin ventures forward. Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception. Modric. Zanetti. Van Bommel. Played back to the goalkeeper. That's a throw. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Now it's Forlan. Forlan charging forward, the ball at his feet.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Italy are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. He's free, he has got space. And he thumps it clear. Can he get on the end of this? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Totti, there he goes, motoring forward. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ronaldo is onto this, and this is Ronaldo. Cristiano! And he's straight offside.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 19.
So we have movement on both
Neymar.
benches.
Numero 7. Numero 15. Modric. Lasciano il campo per il numero 80.
Zanetti.
Ronaldinho. Il numero 13. Il numero 4.
Now Schlotterbeck.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
De Paul. And here's Mbappe. Ronaldinho. And it's Olmo. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Bellingham. And it's Bojan. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's having a hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Hangs one in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Nice sequence of passes there. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just eases him off the ball. Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have...
Impressive jump! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
O'Reilly. Bojan.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Looking to play him in. It's played through for him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Rijkaard.
Gets it away. And the referee brings it to a close. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure.
Great chance! And he's done it! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar has been caught there, it's a foul. Neymar having a look.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
What a save by Seaman! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. O'Reilly. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. No, he wasn't going to let him past. O'Reilly is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And they are prompt with their pressing. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Neymar. Bebeto. Bebeto. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zanetti.
Tonali. And he goes cross-field. It's Vinicius Junior. It's a good foot in there. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Cucurella. He's a sharp little ball here. Cucurella has it in a wide position. And that has been cleared. And this is Neymar. Fermin with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
O'Reilly. 30 minutes gone. Modric, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Vinicius Junior making good progress. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's O'Reilly. Oh, strongly challenged there. That's a lovely, neat pass. And the counter is on. Neymar. Knocks it out wide. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. That's an imaginative pass. Well, played right into his path. And that was very necessary. And this is Bebeto. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And this is Forlan. And here's Vinicius Junior. That's an excellent interception. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. That's Bebeto. And he's made sure that's not getting through. O'Reilly. Vinicius Junior, who does have an assist to his name. Fermin. Now that's well seen too. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. We're on the move again.
Bogota can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Driving forward. Fermin. Akanji has given away a free kick.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
O'Reilly is onto this. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Showing good feet. And it's made its way to him. Rijkaard did well to stay calm there. Chance here to counter. That looks a cracking ball. He's in one-on. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! Italy are back in business. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Italy restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Tonali. Tonali gets on his bike and on the move. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
O'Reilly gets across to intercept that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Lopez. Now it's Forlan. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. That is good alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bebeto powering forward here. Takes aim and crosses. And that has been knocked clear. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Fermin looking understandably energised after his goal. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And this is Bebeto. He has found a way through. Aims beyond the defence. Modric plays towering header. Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 19, Neymar. Numero 15, Modric. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, il numero 4, Gerrard.
O'Reilly.
Cambio di giocatori.
Donatoni. Xavi Alonso. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Haaland.
Bogota really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Xavi Alonso. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a pretty loose pass. O'Reilly. It's a threatening ball. So much time and space here. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And it's Bellingham. Xavi Alonso. That has been slung wide. Donatoni scooting forward. Donatoni. Oh, good climb! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Looking for the run. Duke receives it in a wide position.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Italy clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Knocks it into space. Donatoni. He is through here. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's that, the end. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role.
That could spell trouble. Oh, it's Batistuta. There is the unmistakable figure of John O'Shea, one of the first names on the team sheet, always, Jim.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be a little biased here because he's from my hometown, but he's about as versatile and dependable as they come.
The ultimate unsung hero. And the finish! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Cerezo Osaka are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. No, he's not getting past him there.
Batistuta.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. Modric powering forward here.
Zanetti.
Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
O'Reilly. And here's Forlan. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through. O'Reilly. A corner it is then.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Oh, good take in a good area, and he shoots! But he's left disappointed.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Dani Olmo running with the ball.
Zanetti.
O'Reilly. And here's Vinicius Junior. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Schlotterbeck proves too strong. Now it's Forlan. That's good running with the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Chiellini clears without hesitation. And it's Olmo. Oh, good climb! And the keeper has reacted superbly there. Oh, give it away.
Rijkaard. And Zanetti.
Tonali. And it's O'Reilly. Totti. Driving forward. And here's Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Batistuta.
Forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now he's running. Shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Dani Olmo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Zanetti.
Now Schlotterbeck. And it's Totti. Bellingham.
Rijkaard.
Is always looking to break lines. Modric. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gerrard does really well there. He is strong. Will play through for the wide man. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. O'Reilly. Vinicius Junior.
Zanetti.
There will be
Rijkaard.
one added
That's
time.
been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Tries to pass it through. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
So it has been pretty frantic here, everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Vinicius Junior.
That's Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti.
That's a really buccaneering run he's making. Cucurella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Picked out brilliantly. That's an excellent interception. Looking to play him in. Schlotterbeck, and it's been given away. And they've got a throw.
Rijkaard.
Still just a single goal between the sides. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's found a way past. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta. Nice interception, well timed. Tonali. Almost an hour gone. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Rijkaard.
Modric. Tonali. Oh, there's a probing ball. He shifted it to the flank. And here's Totti. Now, can they get him away? It's a bullish header! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not kicking him?
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Dani Olmo with the short one. Swings in across. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Bellingham. Tonali.
Rijkaard.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a promising position. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And this is Ronaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. Zanetti tries to clear. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's got away. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Muscular approach does pay off here. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Totti, who does have an assist to his name. Forlan running with intent. Cucurella simply refused to be outdone there. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one.
Rijkaard.
Spread it left. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's on it, can he get away? Batistuta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing
There
wrong
will be
with that
1
tackle,
minute at a
ball
time.
won cleanly. Totti. And he's managed to get free. Delivered low. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's that, the end. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Forlan taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Bogota definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.